Welcome back to Nudge's Notes. If you like my channel, please subscribe, please like, and please comment. I would like to read for you today Proverb 18. Here's the thing though. I've looked at 3 translations of it, and they're all slightly different. So I'm wondering which one has the most accurate representation of what was said. And it's really difficult. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to read you all 3, and you get to decide which one you like. Okay, so the first one is from the Holy Bible Revised Edition, Second Catholic Edition, Ascension Press, and then I have the one from Chabad, and then I'm going to do the Masoretic text, and let's see what we think if the meaning changes. So Proverb 18, because today is the 18th. He who is estranged seeks pretexts to break out against all sound judgment. A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion. When wickedness comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes disgrace. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The fountain of wisdom is a gushing stream. It is not good to be partial to a wicked man, or to deprive a righteous man of justice. A fool's lips bring strife, and his mouth invites a flogging. A fool's mouth is his ruin, and his lips are a snare to himself. The words of a whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body. He who is slack in his work is a brother to him who destroys. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a high wall protecting him. Before destruction a man's heart is haughty, but humility goes before honor. If one gives answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. A man's spirit will endure sickness, but a broken spirit who can bear? An intelligent mind acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. He who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. The lot puts an end to disputes and decides between powerful contenders. A brother helped is like a strong city, but quarreling is like the bars of a castle. From the fruit of his mouth a man is satisfied. He is satisfied by the yield of his lips. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, and obtains favor from the Lord. The poor use entreaties, but the rich answer roughly. There are friends who pretend to be friends, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Okay, let's see if it differs. Let's do English. Okay, so this is the Chabad version. So this is the Jewish authorized text, English translation. Proverb 18. He who is separated seeks lust, in all sound wisdom he is exposed. A fool does not delight in understanding, but in revealing his heart. When a wicked man comes, there also comes contempt, and with disdain, provocation. The words of a man's mouth are like deep water. The wellspring of wisdom is a flowing stream. It is not good to be partial to the wicked, to subvert the righteous in judgment. The lips of a fool will enter a quarrel, and his mouth calls out for blows. A fool's mouth is his ruin, and his lips are a snare for himself. The words of a grumbler are like blows, and they descend into the inmost parts. Even one who is slack in his work is akin to the destroyer. The name of the Lord is a tower of strength. The righteous runs into it and is strengthened. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a strong wall in his chamber. Before ruin a man's heart becomes haughty, but before honor there is humility. He who answers a word before he understands it is foolishness for him and an embarrassment. A man's spirit will sustain his illness, but a broken spirit, who will bear it? An understanding heart will acquire knowledge, and the ear of the wise will seek knowledge. A man's gift will make room for him, and it will lead him before the great. He who pleads his case first seems just, but his neighbor comes and searches him out. The lot causes quarrels to cease, and it separates contentious people. A rebellious brother is deprived of a strong city, and the quarrels are like the bolt of a castle. With the fruit of his mouth does a man's stomach become sated. With the produce of his lips he is sated. Death and life are in the hand of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its produce. He who has found a wife has found good, and has obtained favor from the Lord. The poor man speaks with supplications, but a rich man replies with impudence. A man acquires friends with whom to associate, and there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Okay, let's see the last version. So what is from this is the Hebrew transliteration, Masoretic text, whatever that means. Proverb 18. And then you can compare which one you think is the best translation. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. A fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked come, then come also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as an high wall in his own conceit. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent get knowledge, and the ear of the wise seek knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. He that is first in his own cause seems just, but his neighbor comes and searches him. The lot causes contentions to cease and parteth between the mighty. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. Man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Whoso finds a wife finds a good thing, and obtains favor of Yahweh. The pure use entreaties, but the rich answer roughly. A man that has friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I don't know. How does one understand this? Oh my goodness. Ooh, there's also text analysis. Oh, okay. What is it? This is so difficult with the internet. Torah. Okay, Proverbs outtorah.org. Okay. Rabbi Jack Abramovich. Let's see what he says. Oh, Solomon says, is this Proverb 18? Okay, yeah. Solomon says that a person who has become separated from God pursues his physical lusts and desires until his shame is exposed for all to see. Oh, so until the very end. Okay. Rashi applies the verse to Abraham's nephew Lot, who pursued materialism in Sodom and ended up illegitimately fathering Ammon and Moab with his daughters. A fool takes no joy in acquiring wisdom, preferring to share what little he possesses. The birth of evil people brings shame and disdain into the world. Secular knowledge is like a deep well from which one must draw water, but Torah knowledge is like a flowing stream which rushes towards a person. It's good when the wicked benefit, because the more they receive in this world, the less they'll get in the next. Conversely, the more the righteous lose in this world, the more they'll be rewarded in the next. Fools love arguments, and their words frequently get them into trouble. Complaints are like a punch in the gut. A scholar who slacks off in his learning destroys words of Torah through his inactivity. God's name is like a tower of strength, protecting those who seek refuge in it. Wealthy people seek refuge in their money. A person becomes arrogant and falls into ruin, but a humble person will be honored. A person who answers a question before he understands it embarrasses himself. A person whose will is strong can endure many hardships, but if his spirit breaks, he cannot bear it. Understanding people will acquire wisdom. At the very least, wise people will go for expert opinions and will compile knowledge that way. The charity that a person gives clears the way for him before great people in the next world. Sometimes a person's position sounds good, but then you hear the other side of the story. Dividing property by drawing lots can settle arguments. A brother who rebels can lose a city, and arguments between brothers can lock the door between them forever. Rashi applies this verse to Lot and Abraham. Locking the door may refer to the prohibition against Ammon and Moab joining the nation of Israel. A person will be fed by the words of his mouth, accordingly, depending on whether his words are good or bad. Life and death are in the power of speech, so teach your mouth to speak words of Torah rather than gossip. A good wife is a treasure, and a person who has one has been given a great gift by God. Metaphorically, the wife represents Torah. Remember, these proverbs are multi-layered with both simple and deeper meaning. A poor person approaches humbly, while a rich person barks orders. These can represent a student and a teacher. A person can acquire many casual friends, but only one of them will be as loyal as a brother. Oh, and this could go on and on and on. Parallel Hebrew of Old Testament. Oh my God. Paleo Hebrew, Hebrew transliterated, modern Hebrew, Latin Vulgate, Bible in Basic English, Noah Webster Bible, World English Bible, King James Version, American Standard, Bible in Basic English, Derby's English translation, Dewey Rhymes Bible. How is one supposed to understand the meaning? Oh my God. Anyway. Okay, let's see if I put in. And this goes on and on and on and on and on. Proverbs 18 explained on YouTube. Sifaria. There's the translations. Oh, this one I like. Oh, where is it? What is Sefaria.org? Oh, this is 16, Proverbs 16. Oi, oi, oi. Ow, 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 my knees. My knees. Sorry, I want to look up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's read this one. This one is also good. Ooh. Sefaria. And then you can change translations. Go to translations. Koran Jerusalem Bible. Revised JPS. Esperanto. French. Polish. Yiddish. Okay. What about Russian? Oi, oi, oi. Koran. Okay, let's read this one. The JPS 2023. What does it mean gender sensitive edition? Are you serious? Can't. Oh, maybe I need the gender sensitive edition? Those who isolate themselves. What do they say about a wife? What? Commentary? There's commentary. Okay. Ah! Okay. What do they say about a wife at the end? No. Oh, this is what happens. This is like, if you want to see how I learn stuff, this is it. Gender sensitive. What? Open. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 18. 18. Oi, 18, 19, 20. I want to see what they say about the wife. So what do they call a wife in the gender sensitive edition? 7. Where's 18? 18. Hmm. What? Did it skip? I don't understand. It skipped 18. How is that possible? No. Wait, what? Oh, it's loading 18. Oh. Funny. We'll keep loading it forever. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Come on. Alright, let's see. Those who isolate themselves pursue their desires. They disdain all competence. Fools do not desire understanding, but only to air their thoughts. Along with the wicked comes derision, and with rogues contempt. The words a person speaks are deep waters, a flowing stream, a fountain of wisdom. It is not right to be partial to the guilty and subvert the innocent in judgment. The words of fools lead to strife, their speech invites blows. The fool's speech is their ruin, their words are a trap for them. The words of a grumbler are bruising, they penetrate one's innermost parts. One who is slack at work is akin to a vandal. God's name is a tower of strength to which the righteous run and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortress, in their fancy it is a protective wall. Before ruin, a person's heart is proud, humility goes before honor. To answer before listening, this is foolish and disgraceful. A person's spirit can endure an illness, but low spirits, who can bear them? The mind of an intelligent person acquires knowledge, the ears of the wise seek out knowledge. A gift eases a person's way and gives access to the great. The first to speak in court seems right, till the other party cross-examines. The lot puts an end to strife and separates those locked in dispute. A sibling offended is more formidable than a stronghold. Such strife is like the bars of a fortress. A man's belly is filled by the fruit of his mouth. He will be filled by the produce of his lips. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. He who finds a wife has found happiness and has won God's favor. The pauper speaks in terms of mercy. The rich person's answer is harsh. There are companions to keep one company, and there is a friend more devoted than a sibling. Okay, I like this one. I like it. Uh, yes, I did just yawn at you. Human beings do yawn. I'm not sure I've seen any yawny videos on YouTube, but here we go. Maybe it's your first one. And it's not a sign of disrespect. My body is tired. We've read four versions of the Proverbs. What do we remember? Listen, and after you've heard the question, reply. What else? Getting married is amazing, especially important for men. Although I do want to get married, of course. Mm, what else? Do not defend the wicked over the righteous. Work hard. What else? Well, what did you learn from this? Is a good question, right? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have ideas for videos. I have some ideas. Maybe I should do those. I was going to do like some really, really happy things, like opening gifts and new equipment and stuff like that. Happy things. And instead, I watch political news, read the Bible, and mope. Good night.